Hello, friends. I hope you are able to hear me. I hope you can listen to me, you can hear me very well. If yes, just give me a thumbs up or just like it once so that I can understand, or you can write in the chat also that you can hear my voice properly and my camera is perfect and you can see it properly. Okay, so let's start. Today is the first class of this YouTube live. I am taking here drawing and painting course from very scratch. So let's begin with it. So, hello viewers, how are you all? I hope you are all doing well. As promised, I am here with you all to teach you from the very scratch of drawing and painting. Friends, if you wish to learn drawing and painting, join my online YouTube live every Friday at 4 p.m. IST, that is Indian Standard Time. Now, let's talk about this course first. Friends, tell me, what do you understand by the learning of drawing or painting? Which thought first comes in your mind? Yes, that if I will go to any art class physically, I will learn very easily. But this is not the truth. The truth is, you will have to practice a lot. Whether you go for any class physically or you join online classes, art is all about practice. Friends, I want to tell you that Corona brought a new thought and a new scope of learning into our lives. I guarantee that if you join these art classes, live classes, and follow my instructions step by step, you'll be definitely become an artist. So, I will also provide you detailed, high quality, well defined video tutorials which will give you step by step instructions that you can watch anytime and n number of times sitting at your home with fun and comfort. Also, I can provide you extra one to one live doubt clearing classes on my website if you want to have. So, very soon, actually, I'm developing my website, and very soon I'll be sharing the name of the website on this YouTube. Now, when we think about learning art, we have always two sections. One is drawing and two is painting, right? So always whenever we we think about the art classes, the question comes in mind, what do you want to learn? You want to learn drawing or you want to learn painting? So first is always learning drawing and second is painting. Now anyone can say what is that? Drawing means to draw something with the help of pencil and to feel colors into that drawing is painting. So without wasting any time, let's start with learning drawing first, because if we don't know how to draw, we cannot paint, right? So first I'll be giving you the introduction of drawing material. In drawing, the material is always pencil. So here I have a set of pencils kept with me. So one by one I'll be showing you. Few are not sharpened, so we are not going to use those, but those who are sharpened, I'll be telling you about these pencils. So here are the pencil set. Now, why these pencils? There are few numbers written on it like 2B. So there are numbers for these pencils like 2B, 4B, 6B, 10B, and HB. Now you must have a question in the mind, why these pencils? Why not these kind of simple pencil we can use? Definitely, you can use these pencils also. But friends, to draw something, if you are using these pencils, there are some meaning of these pencils, right? So this B series is soft. These are soft pencils, okay? And this HB is hard, okay? So now one by one, I'll be showing you the use of these pencils. But before starting, before going on the usage of the pencils, I'll be teaching you or telling you how to hold the pencil. So now let's see how to hold the pencil, or what is the right way to hold the pencil. I will definitely want to add here that if you hold the pencil in a right way, will definitely improve your handwriting as well. So this is recommended for children also. Those who wish to improve their handwriting, they must know how to hold the pencil. See, we hold the pencil in a different way. Few of them hold like this, few of them hold like this and write. So this is not the right way of holding the pencil, or not this is the right way. So to hold the pencil, what you have to do is you always have to keep the pencil in these two fingers. I have not touched my thumb yet, and then hold it like this. So this should be the right position of holding the pencil. If you will hold the pencil in this way, the grip will be perfect, and whatever you want to write or you want to draw will come out perfectly. So now let's move on to the section where we will learn. Welcome, Moksha. Okay, so we will learn. I have just started the session and I have just introduced these pencils right now. Here are few pencils, and now I'll be teaching you with the help of one by one pencil how to use it. Okay, so I will be taking another paper and I'll be starting one by one now. This time I have not kept my drawing book, and I'm just using the papers, simple papers, white papers here to teach you all. So this is the first class of our session, and you can definitely go and watch this again. Okay, so this is 2B, this is 4B, this is 6B, and let me find out 8B, this is 8B, and this is 10B, also this is HB. Now as I told you that we draw with HB pencil. We always draw with HB pencil. Why? Because when we draw something, there may be any mistake and you have to erase it, right? So for the erasing part, you always start drawing very light-handedly. Don't draw very dark. If you will draw dark, it won't be erased properly. So you have to draw very light-handedly. So we use HB. Now moving on to 2B. So this is hard pencil. Now 2B. See, as I wrote 2B, you can see it is little darker than HB. Now how to use 2B pencil? When you draw any line, it is darker than this HB line, right? So see the difference. Now why we use 4B? 2B can also be used for drawing purpose. Now 4B, from the series of 4B or 6B or 8B or 10B, you can use these pencils for shading part. Okay, so for example 4B, now see the darkness. Now moving on to 6B. Moving on to 6B. This is more dark. Then moving on to 8B. See the tip, how dark. Then moving on to 10B. See how much dark it is and how much, see the broadness of the tip of the pencil. This is 10B. When we feel this shading in hair part or somewhere which is very dark, which is like eyelid or something, there we use this 10B pencil. So these are the differences between these 2B, 4B, 6B, 8B and 10B, and this is for drawing. And there is no proper rule behind it, like you cannot use 2B for drawing. No, you can definitely use, but this is recommendation. This is the recommended pencil. Means if you are learning everything from scratch, you must be knowing the basics, right? So this is the basic. Now, as we have already understood that how to use the pencils, all to be 4B, 6B, 8B, 10B, HB. Now moving on to the basic shapes. So let's start our first class, that is on basic shapes. Now what do you understand by basic shapes? If you want to say something, you can message me. You can type a message and tell me or ask me anything if you wish. If you want to practice with me, start it with me right now. Just you have to take a drawing book and any pencil which you have right now. There's no problem that you have to purchase first all these. Please tell me whether you can see it properly. I think there is some disturbance. If not, then please thumbs up. Please write on the chat box. Okay, so let me start with basic shapes. Basic shapes. Now, what do you understand by basic shapes? I know the first thought which comes in your mind is rectangle, square, circle, triangle, oval, right? But before drawing this, before starting drawing all these things, you must know how to draw a straight line. Okay, so how to draw a straight line? Now, if you are starting with the drawing classes, first time you are doing, you will definitely say that just to keep one point of a pencil and just stretch it toward this point is a line, right? But there is a difference between, see, suppose I have drawn it like this. My line has come straight, but if you have started it today, it's today only, you may draw like this, you may draw it like this, but there the difference is there should be a force and a confidence in the line. The line should not be like this zigzag, or there is no confidence in this line should be like this. So in first class I will recommend you to draw many such lines, horizontal lines. Practice and practice. To start with, you always have to draw many such horizontal lines. Now, many of you will find it very easy to draw horizontal line, but when you will try drawing vertical line, it will be difficult for you. So you have to practice this also in this way. So I think 100 times you must draw these lines, but every line should be forcefully drawn and also it should be confident. The line should not be like this zigzag. No, don't fear, don't feel that you will not be able to draw it. Yes, first you will not be able to draw, second time try again, and then finally you will find that yes, you are able to draw this line properly. So this is about lines, horizontal, vertical. Now you have to practice slanted lines, slanting on the right side. Again you have to practice. See, maybe you feel that this is very boring, but these are the basics. If you will practice these basics, I am very sure that you will be able to draw very properly at the end of the session. At least today's session you have to practice a lot, and if you will practice you will find the best results. Okay, so right side slanting, then left side slanting, like this. So how many lines we have drawn? Horizontal, vertical, slanting on right side, and slanting on left side. At least these 4 lines you have to practice with. Now let's move on and talk about. Okay, Moksh, if you are learning with me, I'm very happy to see your message. If you want to share your book work, you can share that also. Okay, so let's move on to basic shapes now. I'm changing my paper. I hope you will definitely practice and send me the message. Also, you will share your pictures so that I can give you the corrections. Okay, now for basic shapes, first we will learn how to draw rectangle. I know you must be knowing what is rectangle. Let me write this first. Rectangle. What is the meaning of rectangle? Always two sides are equal. Now this is tricky. As you have already learned how to draw horizontal and vertical lines, you'll be able to make rectangle easily. So now let's see. Now I'm first just putting points and I'll be joining these points. So now one thing I want to tell you one thing, that when you start drawing, the line won't come in one go. You have to draw many lines, then you have to erase it, then the final line will come in front of you. Okay, so in this way I have drawn one line. Now another line, very light, because you may have to erase it for the correction. Then vertical. Now this may be imperfect. Now you have to correct it. How to correct it? Let me tell you. Just give me a moment. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wanted to bring my eraser and the eraser is here. Okay, so now let's correct this rectangle, and for the correction you will have to erase it. Okay, so what you have to erase? You will find out that there is a perfect line hidden among these scattered lines. So you will have to search that line. See. Gradually, the proper exact rectangle will appear in front of you. When you will erase extra lines, I am doing this for you all. Please cooperate. Please see how to do this. And one thing again and again, I will repeat that if you want to do it perfectly, you will have to practice. If I am taking these classes every Friday, I hope that whole week you will practice. and you'll come up with the practice and perfect pictures with you. See, I think I have found my perfect rectangle. Okay, so this is done. So how I did that? Just first few light lines. Among those light lines, you will have to find out the perfect line and your rectangle will be ready. Now we'll be drawing triangle. Now you know three sides are equal, or maybe there are two slanting lines, right, on the left side and one straight line. See how lightly I am drawing it, because we have to erase and we have to correct it. So now start drawing the perfect line among these lines, and then erase extra scattered lines like this. Again you have to draw, and automatically you will find then that you'll be able to see the perfect line among these lines. I am very sure that you are learning it. I am very sure that you are understanding. If you are not, please ask the questions. If you have any questions, please ask me. You can write on the chat and ask me the questions if you have any. So I think this corner is not perfect, so let me correct it. Okay, here again, please don't draw dark lines at first, otherwise you won't be able to erase it and then your drawing will be not good. Okay, so okay, just give me a moment. Let me see what is the problem here. Okay, one person wants to join. Wait. Okay, so here we have done this triangle. Okay, now let's move on to square. Now square is very tricky because all the four sides should be equal. The definition of the square is four sides should be equal. So now this is tricky. So here is the game of our eyes. Let's see. So let me try. Okay, again we have to draw a box like figure, very light, so that you can erase it. Later on we will measure also. Let me see whether I have drawn it perfect square or not, because square is always square, it can't be rectangle. Okay, so let me give it a try. Okay, I have drawn few lines. Now before correcting it, let me measure it with a ruler. Oh, I'm testing myself. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so this is 3.5. Oops. 3.5. Yes, here. Okay, fine. Very good. And this is also 3.5. Almost. And this is also Ariva. Very good. Okay, so now let me correct it. So how I did that? With the practice. Again and again I did practice. Square, to make the square you have to practice a lot, always, because perfect square is not so easy. So let me erase extra lines. Due to my camera setting, maybe it is looking little tilted, so sorry for that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not. Let me correct my camera. Okay, I think now it will look perfect. Okay, so I think it is going to be a perfect square. this is done. So for making square you have to do lot of practice, because all the four sides should be equal while making square. There is one trick. When you keep your paper or drawing book in front of you like this, as I have kept, you should always keep on taking these paintings or drawing in front of you, holding it in your hands like this above you, so that you will find it that is there any mistake. If there is any mistake, you can see it like this. If you will keep it in front of you in this way, in front of your eyes, you will find there are corrections. So if you are keeping it like this, there may be corrections, so you will have to correct it in this way. See, I found the mistake and I corrected it. Okay, so this is square. Rectangle done, triangle done, and now square also done. Now moving on to circle. Okay, this is more tricky than square, but I make sure if you will do practice, hard work, you will definitely find the perfect circle also. So let's see. Okay. Now for making circle, you will have to give a motion to your hand like this. Just move your hands before drawing anything. Keep on moving and you will find that yes, it is going to come. Yes, yes, yes. Don't draw anything. Very, very light, very light. This is a trick. And there is somewhere in among these lines there is a circle which you can find. Now let's find that circle, that perfect line of the circle, and start drawing it like this. Now few people must be thinking, oh, what is there in drawing circle and triangle and rectangle? These basic shapes are very easy, we can use ruler. But please listen to me. Just a minute. Thank you. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I am also drawing with you. Okay. Okay, ma'am, I was drawing with you, ma'am. It comes. Oh, very well, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, please reply me. Okay, great. Okay, I read your messages, Moksha. If you are drawing with me, very good. And if it is coming very well, then that's fantastic. So keep on practicing and try this circle now. So I was telling you that you must be thinking that why we are learning all these shapes. But when we will go ahead in our drawing class, you will find these are the basic things. If you don't know how to draw these things, you won't be able to draw anything. Just let me read. Okay, I am speaking. You are saying me, please reply, ma'am. So I'm speaking. Thank you so much that you are watching my live, and I'm very sure that if you will follow the steps, you will practice. Definitely, you will learn it. Okay, Moksha. Okay, so let's move on to this circle first. Let's correct it. I think this is almost done. Once again, I will tell you how to draw this circle. So among these scattered lines, I am trying to find out a beautiful and a perfect circle which you will draw. See, and then rest line should be erased. Okay, in this way. Okay, I think this is done. So once again, let me tell, if you have done this circle, let me tell you once again that how to draw the circle, because circle is little tough. Okay, so let's see once again circle. So how to start drawing the circle? First you will have to move or circulate your hand in a circular motion like this, and then just keep your pencil, think that this is a rounder and you are drawing, but you are an artist, so you are not using any ruler or rounders, nothing. No, your hand is everything. Your eyes and hand coordination is must. So we learn drawing, and so our handwriting improves. So we write beautifully because we are artists. Okay, so among these lines again, try to find out a beautiful circle, and you will find that circle is done, and erase these extra lines, erase these extra lines, and you will get a perfect beautiful circle. This way, erase extra lines, and we are done. So circle is done. So we have learnt, but again remember to practice. If you won't practice, then this learning is incomplete. Okay, rectangle, triangles, square and circle. Now what is left is in basic shapes, left is oval. Again the same trick as we have done in circle, you have to rotate your hand. Now if you want to make oval shape like this, horizontally flattened, then you have to move your hand like this, very light, and done. Then among these lines you are able to see, yes, okay, just make it darker and like this, and erase this extra lines. So this is oval, horizontally flattened oval shape. Now one more, vertical. Again the same trick, move your hand like this and you will get it. So among these lines I found my perfect line to make a perfect oval shape as I want, and I am going to erase these extra lines. So in this way, vertical oval shape is in front of you. See, and this is done. So these two were oval shapes. Now again I will tell you that keep on practicing, friends. If you will not practice, then you won't be able to learn it properly. Now before moving ahead, I want to tell you something, and I have started these drawing and painting classes for you all, and this is for free. Those who really wish to learn can join every Friday 4 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Time, and you will learn many things here. Like we have started with basic shapes. Now moving on ahead, you will find solid shapes. These are basic shapes. Then we will go on solid shapes. Then we will learn light and shadow effect, how to give shading with these pencils. Then we will learn perspective drawing. If you know what is perspective drawing, it is used in making buildings and all. If you um, want to opt for art subject in your 9th class or 11th class, you will find everything in these classes. I'll be taking all the subjects here for free. I'll be giving you the names of those subjects which you are going to learn here. I don't know whether you have heard about that or not. Those who are in touch with these drawing classes or drawing competitions or art exams must be knowing the names of the subjects. So I'll be taking composition, I'll be taking geometry, I'll be taking letter writing, many things I'll be taking. Letter writing, then I'll be taking still life, then designing. These are some major subjects which you are going to have in your art exams, primary and secondary exams, which children give at the age of 18. Till 18 they give basic exam, and after 18 they are able to give, they are eligible to give the secondary exams of arts. So if you wish to learn all these subjects, I'll be covering everything in these art classes, starting from drawing basics and moving on to painting. There also I'll be taking and teaching you every art form. Not only art form, I'll be teaching you every medium like oil, water, poster. These are the mediums, colors, oil colors, watercolor, poster colors, acrylic colors. So acrylic colors, everything I'll be taking in these classes. So join every Friday at 4 p.m. and also please comment that what you want to learn, where I should focus more. If you wish to learn specifically something other, then I can take extra classes in weekdays also. Friday 4 p.m. is dedicated to the basics of drawing and painting from the scratch till the time you won't be able to draw perfectly, and painting also till the time you will not be able to paint perfectly in every medium. So this is on. But friends, if you wish to learn something special, like I want to learn this painting, or maybe you wish to learn knife painting, or if you want to learn texture painting, I'll be taking those classes also for you all in any weekday time like Monday to Thursday. So let's go ahead and learn something else, something new about these shapes now. Now, as we have learnt these basic shapes, uh, rectangle, triangle, square, circles, oval shapes, these are only basic shapes. Now, there is one more basic shape which we will learn is cylindrical. Let's see. So what you have to do for that is you just have to draw two ovals, and you will have to join these two ovals, and this will become cylindrical shape like this. Just dark it and make a perfect cylinder. if there is any, oh, I'm sorry, I think now you're able to see. I'll teach you this cylinder again. Okay, so what I did here is I first drew this oval shape, then this oval shape, and then I joined these two lines, and it has become this cylindrical shape. Okay, and then there are many extra lines. To make it a perfect cylinder, we will have to erase these extra lines. You must have a perfect control on your hands, your palm, your fingers. The pressure of the pencil should be perfect. The holding of the pencil should be perfect. Then only you will get the good results. So we have already done this also. Okay, now there is one more basic shape which we can't forget, and the name of the shape is cone shape. How to draw that? Just draw a oval shape, then take out the center of the oval and make a point over here and join these 2 points. Again, erase extra lines and get the perfect oval shape and lines to make a perfect cone shape. Friends, if you practice these basic shapes whole week, and if you will meet me on Friday, next Friday 4 p.m., I am very sure that you are going to enjoy the next session, because that will be the advanced part of these basic shapes. So we are going to give the shadings in these basic shapes. Also, we'll be learning the light and shadow effect. Not only this, we'll be learning the usage of the pencils, how to give the shading, what are the strokes, what are the different strokes, what are the names of those strokes. So there are many things in the second session, in the second class. Friends, I want to tell you that I have made 10 days course also of these drawing classes, but I think that is not enough. So I decided to take these live sessions for you all for free. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me right now. Also, you can ask me if you have any questions regarding these shapes. The things which we have drawn is rectangle, triangles, square, oval shapes, circles, cylinder, and cone. So if you have any questions regarding this, please feel free to ask me, or please write anything if you have in mind in comment box. Ask your questions, I'll be answering you. I'll be very happy to answer these questions if you have any. So these were the basic shapes, and I will really want to request you, friends, if you are really want to learn this properly, please practice whole week. Take papers like this, take any pencil. For this first session, no need to purchase this set of pencils, but take any pencil and just start practicing. First, very basic is these lines, horizontal line, vertical line, slanting line on the right side, slanting on the left side. At least this practice must be done for 10 times. And if you feel that I am perfect in this, then you will be going ahead and you will be practicing these basic shapes like rectangle, triangle, square, oval, circle, cylindrical, and cone. Friends, if I have missed any basic shape, ask me. I'll be teaching you that too. If you have forgotten or I have missed any, please tell me which shape you want to learn. And then we'll be moving ahead on to the shading part of these shapes. So, today we have learned there are two types of art, drawing and painting. There are few pencils, 2B, 4B, 6B, 8B, 10B and HB. And then we have learnt about these horizontal and vertical lines, slanting lines, and then we learnt about these basic shapes. Now let's talk about something else, which is about the shading part. Just give me a moment. Okay, so as we have learned about these basic shapes, as we saw how to draw these shapes without using any geometry tools. So friends, so art is all about freehand. Dear friends, after this session of live class, you will have to practice a lot to get the perfection on drawing these shapes. And to test yourself, you can take ruler to measure the square and the rectangle, so that you will come to know whether you have drawn it correctly or not. Okay, so let's move ahead and let's learn the just let me give you the idea that what we are going to do in the next class. Let's see. Okay, so in class second session of our class, what we are going to do is we are going to learn the shading, how to use these pencils, light and dark, how to do the strokes, how to give the strokes. So starting from the 2B to 10B, we'll be learning how to give the shading and how to use the pencils in right way to give the shading. Friends, let me show you few books. A book I have kept with me so that you will get the idea that how we are going to learn it. So here I have a book with me which I had purchased from the market. This is pencil shading, portrait, landscape, still life, animals, general. So here these book in this type of books you will get in the market very easily. If you wish to practice at home, you can definitely go ahead and purchase these books, and you will find such kind of outline there, and you will just have to see from here and you have to give the shading into it. So these kind of books you can purchase and practice. So I've just purchased this book. This is new. Few of the things I have done here. See how beautiful the pictures are, and you can practice a lot. This is done by my son. He has done this. He's done it very beautifully. You can also use this book for the practice of the shading. We'll be learning everything step by step. Okay, studying in 8th class. Okay, Moksha, so you are in 8th class. Okay, very good. So join every session, Moksha. I am very sure that if you practice, you will learn the shading which you can see right now. My the same way you will be able to do it. Okay, so see this book. These kind of books are easily available in the market, and you can purchase it and do the shading practice with the help of these books. So the name of the book is Pencil Shading. I have many such books right now. I have not taken it out. I'm just giving you an example that you can purchase these books also for the practice. I may give you few pictures to practice at home. So the basic thing is I wanted to discuss with you was whether you are at home. I'm very sure that you'll be able to learn with me online as well, because I am going to show you every stroke properly. Again and again, I can tell you how to give any stroke. So it is not necessary to go in any class physically and learn. Those who really wish to learn can join my classes and learn for free. Okay, so I think for today this is done. And once again, friends, I want to tell you that please whole week practice. If you will do practice, you'll get the result. And please click your pictures, whatever you have done, with whatever you have drawn, and send it on the send it to me so that I can see what you have done. If there is any correction, I will definitely tell you before starting the second class. I will tell you what are the mistakes, where are the corrections, and then only we will go ahead for the second class. So friends, I think we have done with our today's session, and let's keep ready your drawing book, a set of these pencils, so that you will not face any difficulty, a eraser and a sharpener. Please keep everything ready, these things, so that you'll be easily start with me, and you'll be easily starting with me everything. We will be starting with the shading part. We'll be starting with drawing part, perspective drawing, light and shadow effect, strokes, many things I am going to teach you in the next class. So thank you so much for joining today's class. I hope you will join in the second class also. Bye bye. Have a good day and have a great week.